One of the reasons why I really love the Indies is they're really well built. So they're very solid. A micro USB port on them to charge a lithium battery inside. So they've got a rechargeable battery. I've had the 12 of these for about 2 years and none of them are broken. If you don't want to use micro USB, there's also a charging case available. They've also got a pretty good charging time, only less than an hour to charge them up, and also you get pretty much a whole day out of use them. They'll run continuously for a couple of hours, but you get pretty much a whole day of use out of one charge. A lot of teachers these days want to stay away from devices for some of their lessons, so you can actually code with these without using a device. You can use an app. There is an app that comes with it if you really want to use that, but you don't need to use that. So a lot of times when I'm working in workshops, I don't actually use a screen. Screenless learning is a good thing. It's got a color sensor inside here. So even though they're screenless, they can still teach kids how to code because they've got to work out the sequence of things, and also just if it goes to one color, it does something. So it's like using if-then statements all the time. When you turn it on, you can see what color it is just by putting it on the tile. Pretty impressive. What I really like about them is that they're very accurate. They've got very precise movements. So if you think it's going to turn 90 degrees, it does turn 90 degrees. And it's pretty impressive how accurate it is. It turns 45 degrees every time it sees a diagonal. So what's cool about it is that these, because they're diagonals, they're 45 degrees. And so if you've got two together, it creates a right angle. So some kids want to do a couple of turns. They can use two 45s to go 90. And to put another one there, you can do an endless loop. Because it's getting faster and faster and faster, you'd want to put a yellow one in there somewhere so it doesn't get too fast. One of the things I like to try and do is give the kids a challenge of using all the tiles. So I encourage them not to just throw all the tiles out and think that it's going to create a pattern. They start with one colour, they always start with green, and then they can add a tile and think, well, where's it going to go to now? And then they add another tile and then think, well, where's that going to go to now? Let's put another pink one here. And let's put another pink one here, and the challenge is to try and use all the tiles. So it's going to come down here, and we might want to use an orange one and another orange one. So it's going to come down here and then go this way, and then we could put another orange one and it'll go that way, and we could try teal. Teal will make it turn to the right, and we could put a blue one here, and that'll make it turn to the right again. Does it go on every tile? I think it does. 4, 5, 6, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. Woo! Pretty cool. Something that's cool about using the app is that you can change what each color actually does. So it's very easy to connect to the app. I've joined to that one. And now you can change the behavior of every color if you want to. So yellow, instead of slowing down, I can make it do something else. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and use all the tiles into a figure 8, which is impossible normally, but if I can even use the 2 red ones to make a giant figure 8 and then change the behavior of some of the tiles, and I should be able to do the biggest figure 8 possible. Might do it. Oh, hello. What are you doing in here? What are you doing in here? Eh? What are you doing in here? Huh? You can't be in here, beautiful girl. Daddy's trying to make a indie video. So you have to go somewhere else. Go on. Off you go. So now I've only got these colours left. We're going to make the reds act the same as yellows. So they're going to slow down. And you can also change the sound effects. I'll make the sound like it's going to slow down. That one. And the light can stay red. Alright. So it's going to sound like it slows down when it says red. So we're going to put red here. I might put another green here. Put another red here, which is actually yellow. They're both yellows. And then we'll put another yellow here. And the question is where do we put the last green? I reckon we'll try it up here. Alright. Now I've used all the oh, except purple. I've got to do purple as well. We're going to make purple act like yellow as well. So purple's going to play the sound of yellow and act like yellow as well. And we're going to put purple right here, which is the same as a yellow one. Now I've used all the tiles to make a figure 8. Okay. Now this is all just one aspect of the app. If you go back here, I was playing with the programming board, but there's 3 ways you can drive or remote control your Indi using this app. And you can find out all about it if you watch my other video that I made on Sphero Indi. It's in the description. It's also at the top of the screen right now. So check it out if you want to learn how to remote control. It certainly is a fun thing to do. Kids love it. One of the fantastic benefits is how it helps kids get along with each other and teach themselves personal things like teamwork and listening skills and cooperation and endurance and persistence and logic and not to mention patience and trial and error and grit and creativity. Just to name a few. My number 1 reason is that it's always engaging. Kids love them. They love playing with the Indis. I often get the comment, the kids have never been so engaged. I can't believe it. Everyone's engaged. So that's my number 1 reason for Indis. If you've already got some Indis, you might want to consider purchasing some of my fantastic booklets which you can download from my store and print as many copies as you like. There's a simple version for screenless learning, so if you've just got the tiles in the Indi and you just want the kids to have some patterns they can copy, or there's a more complex version which applies to the app, the EDU Junior app, and you can set out a pattern and then work out which ones need to be changed in the code. So it's pretty cool and pretty user friendly. You just print them out, fold them in half, and then you can either laminate them or put them into a document wallet. And there's a sort of a problem on one side and a bit of a solution on the other. The opposite side sort of shows the kids which icons they need to click on in the app and use. So check out my booklets and my other videos on my YouTube channel.